Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. This is going to be the Crypto Week in Review. I'm going to go after some of the biggest stories, the ones that you guys would actually be interested in for this week. And we're also going to look at just how the TA is actually doing this weekend. So let's actually go over 4 stories that you guys would be interested in. Let's actually talk about the Ethereum merge on the testnet. So Ethereum is like merge, splurge, whatever for 2.0. The merge part of the testnet has actually happened. It looks like it was pretty successful, and that means the mainnet will happen hopefully sometime this year. We know that Ethereum is actually known for delays, so maybe it'll delay until next year, but the merge does not mean sharding will actually be automatically inputted. That's still a year or 2 off after the merge. But the merge just means full Ethereum, full proof of stake, and hopefully that will actually increase Ethereum rewards and make Ethereum more efficient, but sharding and scaling will not be implemented at this time whenever merge moves to the mainnet. The other thing is Cardano's Hydra also started this particular week, and they put one of the first Hydra heads on the testnet, and they actually say that Cardano's Hydra, which is part of Basho, their scaling thing, will actually be alive essentially later this year. Cardano has also been known for delays, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually delayed it again, but I'm hoping that Cardano Hydra does come out this year. I think it will be out significantly before Ethereum sharding, and Cardano will actually be able to catch up. MinSwap is the hot thing on Cardano right now. It has overtaken Sunday for the most value locked on Cardano. Yes, MinSwap has overtaken SundaySwap for the most value locked on Cardano by a large amount, actually. You know, it actually overtook it just 2 nights ago, and now, if you actually look at Cardano, it is actually about 50% above SundaySwap. 161 million versus 110 million. So MinSwap could be the new gem for Cardano. It is carrying Cardano on the way up, making Cardano's TVL be at 364. Cardano could be a pretty good pickup right now because you have Ardana, you have Occam Phi, and all these actually coming up as well. So the TVL will probably continue to grow as this stuff goes. And I think it will head into the billions sooner rather than later. So Cardano is definitely coming up. Binance has exited Ontario for real this time. You probably have until the end of March to actually withdraw everything. They basically tried to exit Ontario once last year, but it wasn't really an exit because they still allowed some users in Ontario to actually use them. But now they are really getting out of Ontario. They still actually operate in other Canadian provinces, but Ontario's restrictions and regulations are tougher, so Binance will not be able to operate in Canada's most populous province. Their main regulator is the Alberta regulator, which says Binance can actually operate in their province. So they have exited Ontario, and you probably have until the end of March, which isn't really that much time. And of course, last of all, we need to talk about the VeChain staking on OceanX. It opens pretty much like right now, more or less. And you want to be one of the first 500,000. You want to be one of the first 500,000 people to lock money in basically on OceanX. Because if you're not, you can't actually get on it. OceanX, I have never used it myself. I'm not really sure if it's actually available to US people, but it should be coming up very, very soon. And they only allow the first 500,000 USD, and the annual return is 50%. The product duration is 7 days. They'll probably renew it after 7 days, but it might be at a lesser percentage rate. So if you want that sweet 50% for VUSD, you actually need to lock in now. So that is the most exciting news for crypto for this channel for this week. And let's actually look at the technical analysis now. Because if you actually look at the TA in the charts, let me just bring that up. If you look at TA in the charts, you can see that we really haven't gone down since mid-January, but we also really haven't gone up. The lows have been getting higher, but the highs actually have been getting slightly lower. So we are actually coiling at around 41,000 or so, or 40,500. But I do believe, like, if you really look at the momentum since late February, about a month ago, it actually has been up. So hopefully it will break to the upside. However, lately, the volume actually has still been pretty low. And as reports have shown, retailers are still not excited about crypto. So I do think that even though the next break may be up, depending on how the war goes, the next break may actually be up. But the thing is, like, I think upside is limited unless the macro situation actually changes, meaning that we somehow find a way out of this war. And I don't think the peace talks are really serious because Russia's demands are not going to be met by Ukraine. They're not going to give up the separatist areas, and they're not going to basically demilitarize their military, because then there's nothing stopping Russia from attacking again, obviously. So the war is going to drag on for a while. Gas prices are actually going to be pretty high. So inflation is not something that you can solve very quickly, although the Fed interest rate hikes are actually going to help. So right now I'm looking at a coil, and I'm looking at a coil of probably a few months at least for technical analysis. In the immediate future, the TA does actually look somewhat bullish. As you can see, we're having higher highs and higher lows on the 5-day. On the monthly, not so much. So I'm pretty neutral on the monthly, but on the weekly, it does actually look pretty bullish. On the technical analysis part, on the 1-day, all the oscillators are neutral, and everything is essentially basically a buy all the way down to the 50. However, the main signal I'm looking for, 50 surpassing 200. 50 is still well below 200 right now. So because of that, definitely not bullish over the long term, but maybe over the next few days, I am a little bit more bullish. However, I have to warn you that anytime we're above 40,000, we do drop below 40,000 within the next couple of days. So it could actually be an opportunity to sell and take some profits as well. On the 1 week right now, yes, the 10 simple moving average and exponential moving average are both buys, but the 20 through 50 are still sells. The oscillators are actually pretty neutral, so it's not like overbought or oversold. So based on that, I am actually like fairly neutral. Actually, I'm a little bit bullish for next week, but not any time past next week. On the monthly, I am pretty much very neutral. The 10 simple moving average and exponential moving average is still sell. All the oscillators are essentially neutral. So I don't really have any bullish outlook for the monthly. And realistically, I am very, very neutral long term. And past mid next week, I'm going to be very, very neutral. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.